Okay, let's get everything up and running. Running. First and foremost, I should jump over here. And then I should also jump over here. And then I also should put that up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anyone who's watching. This is Mega Mega, and there we are back with Etrian Odyssey 4. This is gonna be rough. We're almost at max level, it seems. From our characters, I need to remember how controls work in this game. Our characters are at a relatively good level in their 60s currently, which, those who don't know, the max level in this game is 70. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, we'll be going from here, I guess. Hey, you know, God. We're up to the final dungeon, but we haven't really explored it too much. So yeah, there's going to be a lot there. The final dungeon itself is a little bit blocked off from us currently. There is a door just beyond there that is a completely shut off from us, so we need to go around, we need to solve puzzles, and we need to get into whatever entrance that is in the has been given to us. From memory, and this is very sharded memory at this point, we've unlocked most of the things we need in this first area, which is basically a reflect of a what's it called? A extra area of the what's it called? Thingamabob area. Good words. The echoing library. So from guessing and all that, it is most likely it's going to go through all these extra areas for each of the 4 previous mazes, and that's where we can, you know, get everything. I'm pretty sure I put something to mark where to go. Oh, it's east. Never mind. I looked at the wrong thing. Alright. I'm not doing too well currently. Barely into this. So, we're about 3 minutes into stream and I'm already dying. It's blocking the way. Oh wait, no, we have a entrance there. I think this is the area where we kind of stopped. We went around to kill the boiling lizard before, but it turns out that it doesn't matter, because the boiling lizard does not actually control this area at all. It turns out that this area is a completely different section, which the flames of each of the things is singular. But I don't think we need to worry too much right now. We are strong enough to just deal with what comes up for now, so yeah. It's annoying, but sure. Managed to get an old flat screen TV working in guest room. Also managed to get old Nvidia Shield working. An old PS3 working on TV, so I had production. Yes. Setting up video games is the most productive you can be. That sounds good though. Hey, Taffa. What is more productive to a day than setting up video games? Mostly TV for movies though? Yeah, nice. You're still going through the Marvel movies, or has it switched over from that? Because I do remember hearing that you were going through the Marvel movies as you were doing the diamond painting, so... Okay. It's been a long time since I actually went through the Marvel movies. Watching Moon Knight? Okay. I stopped watching... I actually stopped watching any kind of, like, movie for a long time. I do watch a few things every now and again with friends on, like, Discord and stuff, but have not actually sat down to watch, like, a few series in a while. How's it been so far then? Any standout movies or moments in the movies? Is probably the best way to ask, right? Deadpool Wolverine was 20 a sec. Yeah, I actually still need to watch that. Oh boy. I mean, it's not really that much that spoiler-ish, is it? Consider I probably have seen a lot from just online and everything, so by all means go wild with saying everything. Alright then. From memory, the last thing I watched of... I see. From memory, the last thing I watched from the Marvel set... I haven't watched any of the TV series. But in terms of movies, the very last one would be Spider-Man. Not the new, the one before the newest. Wait, or is it the one is the newest of the Spider-Man set? I don't know. Not Far From Home. Far From Home was the second one. Homecoming was the first. What was the third one? Why can I not remember the name of the third one? It's the multiverse one, but I cannot remember its name for the life of me. Not Homecoming. It's... I can see, like, the font of it in my brain. I cannot get the proper name of it. What's its name? I cannot remember its name for the life of me. I need to look it up. I actually need to look it up now, because this is going to destroy me for life if I don't. No Way Home, that's it. Yes, that's it. That's the one. How was that the hardest thing for me? I was... Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so from No Way Home is the last of the Marvel set that I've seen. That took so long. That's what happens. Nice, Medora 2. I'm getting a haircut today, it's getting in my eyes. I disapprove. Yep, that's about the right time when you go, yes, haircut time. That's normally the roundabout time when I decide to get a haircut as well. So, yeah, I understand that. I mean, my saving grace is the fact that my hair is very straight, so it actually isn't too bad to deal with. As you touch the plane door, you hear the echo of something enormous moving behind. Eventually, silence stops. It seems the door can now be opened and closed. My one saving grace is that my hair normally takes a ridiculous amount of time to get back to a long length, so I don't need to worry too much about going for haircuts. Normally takes about, I think, a few months. Or I have to get another haircut from my average time, I guess. Typically need to get a haircut every 3 or 4 months. Yeah, so that's the luxury. Every few months works out perfectly, rather than every few. Like after a single month or two, because I do know some people who had to do that. Oh boy, I kind of felt bad for them. Okay, we get this encounter. This is a gold encounter, so this is good. And go Zeus's Wrath and Galvanic here. No, you bastard. At least this thing isn't getting any of its backup. Ah, you little shit. Like that. Okay. That should be enough. That should get everyone alive and kill with the extra XP. And that's nice. Is there anything else we want to get? Nope. I think it's just Nerve Strike here. Yep, Atrophic Eye. That should be good for now, I guess. Okay, now we know where to get ice stakes for that area. I mean, it's not even that tough an area. But we can basically fully circumvent the annoying part of it. Okay. I really have to remember to get some Ariantine threads. It is like the most important thing in the game. I always just forget to buy a set. We did kill one of the turtles, so potentially, we have a new item that we can use. Irasos Adama armor. Okay. The armor definitely is one. Hard armor that protects from a monster shell, that protects against death. Genuinely very high ranking armor. If we're looking here, Demon Mail is the highest ranked armor like possible for the land shell. Landsnake, I don't know how to say it properly. And so, Adama armor, which is about 20 points below it. 19, actually. That's already really good. So, yeah. If we can get one more for our actual tank, that'll be good. Get 5 iron black threads. Let's check the peacock. No quest, okay. So we're literally just only doing this main labyrinth. At the very least, now we know. Oh, and now I know how to deal with it. Kind of, not really. Ice. The fact that we get the poison off means that a lot of extra damage. Poison in this game is like no joke. Compared to just about any other game where poison is a factor that you have to deal with, this game decides to make poison a thing. A devastating thing. I don't want to fight this. This is why I hate this thing. They are the worst. Yep. The venom flies are back. I do know that. Also, poison is strong in this suit. Yeah, I know. I mean, I am on the fourth of the series. If I did not know that that they're this bad here, I definitely knew it. All the other three games. I have complained more about the poison in this game than probably anyone else in the world at this point. And it's the fact that it's not even just in this game that they do it. It was, I think, in 3 as well they did that. That they put like EO1 enemies, first random enemies as bosses basically. What is activating? Huh. And puts everyone to sleep. Of course it does. Just let it auto. We have the patch up from the medic to basically heal up the moment we finish that. Nice, we've left it open completely. Now to make this side completely cold. And then we can fight one of these guys as well. How much HP? 700, okay. That poison did half of that thing's HP. Almost half, actually. Genuinely is ridiculous how powerful poison is in this game. Goodbye. Okay. I'm not too fussed about this turtle coming up. We've already beat it a few times, so it's not a threat. Oh no, we beat it once. Sorry, a few times. Once.
Had a strange Harry Potter dream last night. Oh boy. Harry Potter dreams are always a weird trip. Go on.
Okay, wait, no. Question is it, are you talking about original Harry Potter or this new Netflix Harry Potter? That can change a lot. I kind of just ran into this thing. Okay. Okay. Please explain what happened. Dreams are always a interesting thing to hear about, genuinely. Nice, that is another armor piece full thing. Dream equals super easy. Oh boy, yep, that sounds about right. The moment you add magic into the mix, it becomes the worst thing to try to figure out. That's if you can even remember what you even dream of. As someone who just cannot remember his dreams ever, yeah, my god. There have only been like one or two like dreams I can like remember off the top of my head. At the end of the path, you find a worn hardcover book. Most of the pages are unreadable, but you can make out the following. Yggdrasil Sealing Project Summary 2. Each seal requires a corresponding tablet arranged by a protector. But due to the loss of We lack sufficient protectors. We must place the tablets on the outer ring, and more than that is impossible to read. You leave the book behind and hurry on. Okay. Used to write them down, so I have journals. Oh boy. Yeah, that would be a lot. I genuinely could not remember the last dream I had. When would actually be the last dream that I've had? Oh. It would have to be a while. It would definitely be a while back at this point. I don't dream anymore, I barely even sleep anymore, actually. So that probably makes it even worse. There's something new there. How do we want to deal with this? How would you even... Guess all we can do is go this way, huh? You find small monuments in the dead end and stop. Close inspection reveals a message engraved in it. One born from chaos, thy name is fire. What does this mean? You're unsure whether to commit this to your memory or ignore it. Nice, it's a stun and a curse. The curse kind of sucks, doesn't it? The curse completely overwrites a stun, which is not great. Oh. When you raise your hand and touch it, the crest shines and that earthly sound echoes from somewhere. It sounds like a vast mesh of gears spinning. Eventually, the noise comes to a halt. Nothing nearby seems to have changed, but the mechanism may affect something somewhere. Where? Okay. Problem now is I don't know where to go. Oh. I'm really dumb, aren't I? Nice. Down the long corridor is a familiar sight. The forest choked with thick fog that limits visibility. You remember how easy it is to lose your way here. You find yourself in the misty ravine. It is becoming evident that the four labyrinths are connected underground. You would not be surprised now to find that the lush woodlands were also connected. You resume your search. Oh, okay, all the ice stations melt. Ooh. Hi there, Queenie. We still need to get your dropped item. Probably should have went into this with a little bit more HP, but sure. Let's use Blizzard then. All I remember from this is that she dodges a lot. I'm pretty sure we have Formaldehyde as well, so if need be, we can just do that instead. Oh, fuck's sake, really? Shoot. I killed her too. I did not know that I was doing that much damage. I kind of forgot. Ah, well. Hey there, Nagon. Feels bad. I could have gotten her item, but I killed it too fast. I thought she would survive a little bit longer. Turns out I was overconfident in her abilities. Oh boy, here we go. That's something new, I believe. Yep, Thunder here. Nice. I see. Moa. Alright, come on, let's do this. A huge Moa. Always use Galvanic and start, because why not? That's not good. There we are, nice. More tendon, okay. Okay. I mean, it looks like there's a few moles around, but they're not dangerous at all, so... For the most part... At the end of the part, you find a worn hardcover book. Most of the pages are unreadable, but you can make out the following. Yggdrasil Sealing Project Summary 3. The way to Yggdrasil's core is sealed. The foreman must approve any release. The facility's entrance is connected to the tablets. Once the tablet seal is off, consult for approval. One that is impossible to read. You leave the book and... yeah. Oh, that's you. Haunting Hoplite. I think these are the physical ones, so we want to use magic against them. Nice. It's the Pollen Shard, okay. We should fall back soon. Okay. So we came through here, we went through here, and we ended up somewhere. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh boy. So that's some more there. It has to be just up here, right? It's most likely from here to there. Okay. There's a lot more enemies around, so we should actually fall back first. We're out of room there as well. Bridger Sword, Vassalard, Egg King, Orbo, Rajodo. Car. We do have... That doesn't matter right now. We can get this one as a good upgrade there. Armor-wise, Indigo Chain. This is for Dancer, which isn't enough of a boost. I would switch. Okay, nothing great. So I've got Sword, no. Egg King, no. Warpick, no. No. But it's worth it. Okay, let's see. Oh, so good random corrupt. You return to the city. You ran to Wufan, the vessel Arcanus, in the city square. She looks rather pale. And slept well. You from the hollow incident already, but my own weaknesses still disgust me. I know what causes. I cannot stop worrying about the medium. There is only so much that I alone can do. Wufan casts her gaze down and clutches her staff between her slender fingers. Sorry for wasting your time with this. You're going, no? Try not to do anything rash. He forces a smile before parting with you. Yeah. She's probably the most worried about the medium than anyone else. New mark. We've uncovered a description of a new kind of mark. Use this information to find out what it is, report back. Oh boy, here we go. You've come. As surmised. They're requested from the Outland Count. Here's a new mark for you to find. A document provides clues to its location. Come on, hurry and see the Outland Count. I shall eagerly await your swift return, and the tale that follows. Alright, let's take a look.
Yes, so you've accepted again. And I am saving the bother of explanation. We have found yet another Imperial document. Be careful attention as I read this one aloud. As mentioned before, there are two starting points in A1. We have successfully excavated codename Trigger. If you enter the starting point with codename Gatekeeper, simultaneously, it should guide you to the reaction. That is the long and short of it. Before, I had no idea how to solve this, but this changes things. Perhaps the mark mentions here is like the fire and water marks that we have discovered. If that's the case, but you know where I am going with this one. I want you to get the marked in this document to react and report its occasionally.
Okay. That's... Ooh. There are two sign points in A1. We have successfully excavated codename Trigger. If you enter sign point with codename Gatekeeper simultaneously, it should guide you to reaction. In order to get... Gatekeeper sounds to be the, what's it called? One of the foes there. Gatekeeper. Oh, fuck. What would it be? 2 sign points in A1. So I guess we should go to A1. Oh, there was a check thing there. Okay. I'm guessing the flag means that's where we have to be. Oh, here's another one. Okay. Oh, okay. There we are. All of a sudden you hear a strangely familiar sound from the east. Something's happened. That should be it then. That was very easy. Yep.
The man raised the ready who got us and scratched on the mark which way it'll be. We'll say it's giving shape. It's to be done right. That's the reason why. So don't know what that
I just gave up fucking saying his fucking voice. That works. Very good work. Once again, you easily fulfilled the appointed task. It was an earth mark this time. Water, fire, earth. 3 marks so far. Does it also seem to you that another request will be posted soon? I simply have a feeling. At any rate, here is your reward as you were promised. I'll take that level up. No new requests, okay. So we've got to keep going down this bloody labyrinth first, and then we can get more of those. Alright, let's see how many more we have. Nerve Strike and is probably the one that we want the most here. I don't like Blood Surge at all. So most likely we want to max out Ice Slash. Just 2 more. 3 more into Nerve Strike, and then I don't know what else. We can't use the links at all. Maybe getting into initiative, at least some points into it, would be good. That's probably how it's gonna go. Deep breath, coming out, blood surge, stay and recover some HP and TP. No, surge mastery.
Low HP raises defense and no. Has anyone else leveled up?
Yes, they have. Okay. Ice Knife is Spitting Slice. I don't like it too much, but going into Assassinate is definitely what we want here. We'll put 2 into Biting Slice, because if not hit this turn, do another target. It has Assassinate on the way. Assassinate is pretty good. Quick step, no. I think we're just gonna put all into a HP boost now. Elemental boost is now fully active. Is it better to... It actually might be better to go from the Misty Ravine here. It is a lot lower level, and we can charge up, what's it called? The burst meter a lot better here. Generally speaking, I should actually probably change the burst attacks here. Audio sucked? Alright, give me a sec. It's been a while since I've had that problem, huh? Oh no, it feels like it's been a long time since that has been an issue. Alright, let's take a look here. Aegis Ward nullifies all elemental damage? No. Spectral Cage is definitely one that we want to keep fully. Full Retreat as well. Holy Gift is just for our thing. Leveling.
Swipe Slash is not bad, but I don't think it's necessary. Zeus's Wrath is... You know what, let's keep Zeus's Wrath and Geo Impact. A free stun is way better than anything I could, like, feasibly do. So...
Lever. Dead in one. Yep. Low level dungeon at this point. Ah, feels so good. Okay. So from here, we want to go into the boss room. Question mark? And then from there we can actually do things. Wait. Why am I lost already? Oh, over there. Got it. We can probably just auto attack this to death, can't we? Yep. All good. I kinda wish it would respawn like every time, but it is what it is. Okay. Back up here. Yeah, that was a lot better than actually going through the whole thing. Yep, so this door here. What the fuck are those? Ice bulbs, okay. Most likely that means that one of them, if they're killed by fire, that will have a different thing. Icy rind. That's just a dead end, okay. Sing. If I want to find this mower. Moles themselves are not tough, so it should be fine. We can curse Zeus here, considering we have elemental advantage. Easy. Sorry, that was burp. Okay. That reaches all the way here. There's a connector point. I'm now lost. Oh boy. I see a treasure chest behind there. Paw. Ugh, don't like this. Okay, we're live. Okay. Nice. It's a level. Yeah, just another mower. Huge mower. Sorry. So this. Actually, wait. It is weak to lightning, yeah. So that should have stunned it completely. Nice stun. That stun is so good. In fact, now we have a guarantee stun as well. Absolute disgusting. Okay, so up here should also go around. So let's do this. Reason why? No clue. Fairy boots, okay. Who the hell needs some fairy boots? Hyper agility boots. Okay, yeah, down for that. I only have 3. I'd rather escape this one than fight it. Please let me out. Shit. Fine. I should have just done that from the start. I thought it was going to be a lot more annoying of a fight, but no, it was so simple. I really should have just done it from the start. Okay, we need to find out what these icy bulbs are. It might be filled with ice, to be honest. Like, that is probably it. Let's see. No, kill it with petrification, which there is no petrification in this game other than getting it with fucking, what's it called? We need a weapon with petrification applied to it. Why is everything petrification? Why is it in the game where they don't give you petrification that a lot of things are petrification? You find the small monuments in the dead end. Says stop. Oh, dead end and stop. Close inspection reveals a message engraved in it. The deceiver of travelers, thy name is water. That might actually be about the marks then. Generally a pretty high chance that it is about it. Let me put... here to here. Oh boy, okay, why did I give my fighter the ability? I'm so dumb. Okay. So this connects to here. Oh boy. Here's connected to here. How did I get here? We just went to another spot there as well. Okay. So... Use, I guess. Tick mark? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then there's also from here to here. I hate how confusing this is. It genuinely hurts my head so much. Why doth the game have to be so absolutely batshit? It's confusing. And those two are basically gone. Nice. Someone did level up, did they? Probably should check that in a second. Go down here. Please let this be the end of it. I used the wrong one. This ain't good. This is really bad. I don't like it. I screwed that one up pretty badly. I think we're still fine though, but it's not good. Yep, there are. Okay, we're alive. That was not good. That was almost almost 2 hours of gameplay down the drain. By the way, it wouldn't not 2 hours. Actually, we did save every now and again along the way, but it would have been at least a good chunk down the drain. Oh. Why does the game torture me so? Oh no, that fight was easy. The problem is it wasn't a cluster fight. It was meant to be an easy fight for me. Yes. That fight is meant to be an easy one for where I am currently because I can wipe it out without any worry most of the time. But because I clicked the wrong button, I instead of using the flame rune here, I used the inferno rune, which if you're thinking, oh wait, this must be stronger. This is a single target move, whereas this hits everyone. I needed to hit everyone with that flame attack to be safe, because it would have killed all the enemies, basically. But because I only hit a single one with the attack, all of them survived and they did all the things. When you raise your hand to touch it, the crest shines and an unearthly sound echoes from somewhere. Sounds like a vast mesh of gears spinning. Eventually the noise comes to a halt. Nothing nearby seems to have changed, but the mechanisms may have affected something somewhere else. Alright, that should open the path to the final area. It is literally just the difference of doing attack against one person versus an attack against all of them. This is the fight, by the way. See? That is how that fight is meant to go. Just all of them die at once. Single mistake is all it takes. That's how it is. Lush Woodlands, the final area, or the first area actually. Down the long corridor is a familiar sight. The dry forest where you fought for your lives against the red-furred beast in your novice days. You're in the Lush Woodlands. All the labyrinths have been confirmed to connect to Yggdrasil. That is one mystery solved. But the end of your journey is not within reach. You resume your search. Okay, shortcut here. Go forward one at least. How close are we? The boss is here. A connector would most likely be there. Africa's Yggdrasil team really went wild with creating mutant sentient species. Yep. Curse Locust, okay. I probably should back out, to be honest, right now. Okay, cool. I think if we can get the, I think if we can get the, what's it called, a shortcut here, just to the boss room is probably where it's most worth it. I forgot that the Imperials are just... We can probably just auto through this, to be honest. Yep, there's a stun. Another stun. Reset. There's a third sun. Oh, that is evil. Go for it. And that should be the shortcut for us then. There would be no reason for this not to be a shortcut to the from the boss. Right? I don't like this. I think I see it. No. No. Fuck off. Okay, we need to sleep them as best we can, I guess. Yikes. Need the power. I hate these things. These guys are the worst. Hey there, Omen. There it is. Okay, we made it. You know what? Let's do this as well. Wow. A little bit extra. A little bit extra for us. Give me a... yeah, power break, I guess. Attack. Attack. Attack, burst Zeus'im. And Galvanic. This is a free, a free, Berserker skin. Alright, that is now open for us. Ariandine out the hell. Heal. How's the blood hunt farming going? Alright, let's see. What is the new items we got here? Ooh, Kijin Dial, Kukuri, Spirit Cave, Morian, Silver Shield, Velocity Choker. Okay. Let's take a look. Kukuri is 4 open slots, that's actually insane. It's only with Beetle Shell though, so we can wait for that. This is definitely worth it. No, it's not, never mind. I rescind my statement. I thought it was going to be stronger. I genuinely thought it was going to be like, oh yeah, it's stronger. No, it's not. Let's take a look here. Spirit Cape is the newest one. Is it worth it? It is very worth it.
Nice! That was pretty
Oh,
good!
hey there, Axel. Yeah. I hear they have weird directions. I guess. Let me do the shout out. Hello everyone from Axel Science. What, you know how you see me? It's when I see that there's people coming in that I go, oh no. My go-to response has always been, oh no, people. As someone who is not used to an influx of people in stream, I am very much used to the usual 4 or 5 people at most that jump in. And so when I see 15, then it becomes like, oh no. But anyways, hi to everyone who has come over from Axel side. I am Omega Ragnarok, that one guy in the blue guy in the corner there, and I am currently playing some Etrian Odyssey 4, which I'm at the end of, close to the end of the game. People coming here for the first time, not gonna know what the hell I am doing at all. But it is. But here I am. Etrian Odyssey 4 is a dungeon exploring game and all that stuff. I play a lot of games throughout the week, so yeah, it's not just this game. You will basically see a full mixed bag of things, from RPGs to other stuff. Need more coffee? Yep, that sounds good. It is 10:30 p.m. for me, so I am not having any coffee because the last few times have been not great. Because I've been stayed up to times where I shouldn't be staying up to, and fucking up my sleep schedule. Also doing Darktide. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, so currently in this game we're just getting through some of the final few missions. Yeah. Probably should have said before, you probably have seen, if people who actually know who I am, I guess you might have seen me every now and again on Axel's side playing some Marvel Rivals, or Darktide, or Vermintide was another one. There's been a few. Far Far West was another one that we did for a bit. I think that was once, and you fell asleep on that one. That's why you fell asleep. And yeah. Anyway, enough of me talking, back to the game and me narrating that instead. But yeah, if anyone get back in on that FFW, there's that, wait, FFW, oh, Far Far West, yeah. I need to buy the game first. I'm being lazy as hell when it comes to getting new games. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, just doing some missions, all that stuff. Revival of the Leviathan. I've resurrected something terrible in the lush woodlands. Please, it needs to be stopped. Please kill it. What the fuck do you mean? Okay.
You're going to accept that quest?
Yeah, alright, yeah. If anyone needs to raid and run, then by all means, go for it. I stream because I enjoy streaming and playing games and all that, so if you're ever interested in jumping into any of the streams, then yeah, just jump in whenever. Or don't. Sorry, let me go again. Of course, yeah. Take care of the cat. Sorry.
You're going to accept that quest? The client is the researcher who asks for the animal remains and the book. He used the knowledge gleaned from the book to revive the carcass, and it turned out to be a horrifying beast. That is as much as I know. The client fell victim to the beast and is no longer with us. But he wanted you to defeat it. By all accounts, the beast escaped towards the lush woodlands. In addition to explorers, many people of Tharsis go there. We cannot allow it to roam free. This is a dangerous request, but have no one else to turn to. So Ragnarok Guild, Kismet be with you. As ever, I shall await your swift return.
Alright, that's gonna be the first one that we're gonna do. This other one is a different one. It's just an exploration quest, but yeah.
There you are. We knew there would be another in this line of requests. He believes that this will be the last. Both the Outland Count and I agree that there are 4 marks. I hardly need to tell you this, but you should visit him at the Grand Court. I shall await your swift return.
Alright. Let's just save again to make sure, and we are going after that Leviathan. We're probably gonna die. I'm just saying that right now. We're probably gonna die. I have no idea where this enemy is meant to be. It's meant to be somewhere in this place. I've got no clue where. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. But Sean, this is the very first area, so we're just gonna clear out the basically all the ads here. Then we'll move on to figuring where the hell this Leviathan is. And it's actually worth it for us to get a few of these fights in, just because we can get our basically our ultimate skills up. Where would it be? I haven't seen anything yet. There has not been any indicator either. It might be at the secret area that we just got to, so let's probably check that as well. Almost there. Just a lovely stroll into a forest of gigantic animals. That's basically it. While hunting the revived beast through the woodlands, you see a soldier fleeing in hysterics. You try to elicit details from the situation from the soldier, but he only screams as he shakes you off. Let go of me. There's a thing with hideous wings. My allies were all eaten. Oh, monsters! There is nothing else you can get out of the soldier between his piteous wailing. You let him go. You let go of him and he runs at full sprint from the area. The beast the soldier feared, so must be the revived monster you hunt. As expected, it is a powerful enemy. It didn't really point us in the direction of it, but considering that we haven't seen anything yet, I'm going to assume that it is in the area we just unlocked. So I guess we'll head there first and just hope for the best. Oh, you look closely and see that the trails of blood lead from south to north. It's certain that the blood belonged to the soldier who fell prey to the revived creature. Oh, okay, so it's actually through here. As you move into the hidden regions of the woodlands, you see that the blood stain continues into the door.
There may be a powerful beast lurking beyond. You ensure that you are fully prepared before opening it.
Oh.
Once you ready yourself and open the door, a strong gust of force blows towards you. Past a cloud of dust raised by the wind, you see a colossal form with glowing eyes. Here is the ancient beast who defied fate, devouring its own benefactor as well as the soldiers. You fiercely clutch your weapons and charge forth to defeat this gruesome foe. The soldier has a lot of blood. I mean, no, that one soldier... No, okay, so the blood trail that ran away had to be from the soldier that we met there. And he at least has a full battalion of soldiers' blood on him because they came to hunt this thing, considering he's the sole survivor. This thing is weird as fuck. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay. This is a sand leviathan. And on now. Alright, see you, Taffa. Yeah. I will do so. Okay. A sand leviathan. I mean, if it's sand, it's most likely weak against ice. If I'm guessing. So I guess we'll start with ice attacks and along the like. A few defensive abilities and... Considering how it looks, its head is probably the most active thing on this monster. It dodged an attack, okay. In this game, it's ice, yeah. Okay. It hasn't actually hit hard yet, so... Regen Waltz as well. What burst skills did I put in this? Lightning, sadly, and physical. It really is not that strong. And re-up that. We'll burst with lightning damage here. Okay, lightning damage does okay. It genuinely is not as strong as I expected it to be. I would have actually thought that this thing would be able to one-shot multiple times. You know, let's try poisoning this thing, because this thing has so much HP that it is, it's not dying fast. Generally, like, this is going okay, considering the amount of damage we're outputting to it, and the amount of damage it's doing to us is... We're doing a lot of damage, it's doing no damage. Our regen is on point, so anything it does basically is like stopped at the it's stopped before it even hits us. Or after it hits us, it becomes what am I saying? Even if it hits us, it's not doing enough damage to damage our healing. Its head has been sealed. Sealing its head means that it is basically neutered from
from that. Reapply a few things, but... How's this thing not been poisoned yet? This dragon looks like it's on Adderall. Something like that, it seems. We can actually burst... Let's see how well Geo Impact actually affects it. I mean, it should just work in general, so yeah. It is stunned now, by the way. It is almost dead. This thing has been pathetic. Withering Roar. Beneficial effects have gone. We have not had beneficial effects. Any crazy beneficial effects for a while. You know, okay, I'm gonna quickly look up. There has to be a conditional drop, right? Give me 1 second as well. Conditional drop for this thing is... We need to kill it while it is poisoned. Okay, so actually me trying to poison it this whole time has been a good thing. It's just have been completely unlucky with the poison itself. How much HP did it have? Come on. Poison has to work eventually, right? It's not like the poison is like a slow, like a low chance of hitting. It's a relatively high chance of hitting, but it just don't want to. Take the poison, come on. There it is. And Ice Slams it. G-Impact probably kills here. Nice. We get the conditional drop instead of the normal drop, but it's well worth it. The fierce battle between you and the beast comes to an end when the thing gives one final roar. The beast's life... the beast given life in defiance of fate will return to its slumber. The quest is now complete. You need only head to the bar and report your accomplishments whenever you can. Oh. I'm kind of 50-50 with that, genuinely, because of how easy that was, comparatively. A lot of the times in the... a lot of Etrian Odyssey games, at the end of the game itself, okay, around where we are. That would normally be a super boss. Felt like a very watered down boss, not a super boss, not even anything. We got the medic's final armor piece, so that's good. Let's go to Peacock. We will report the request.
Welcome back. I've heard that you were successful in subduing the beast. Thank goodness, I was worried. Who could have foreseen the ultimate fate of that beastly corpse, preserved in the ice? And more importantly, what was the client thinking? Bringing it back to life? I suppose we will never know now. But, I again thank you. I rely on your Ragnarok Guild now for all my most difficult requests.
And we get the Heavenly Belts. Oh. Let's see what it actually does for us. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, no, we're just selling that. That's not worth it. Alright, we get to rest. And now we can add a few skills because we did get a few level ups. Ice Slash to maximum now. Would have been nice if that was max before, but it is what it is. Fighting Slice, we're not going to really put any more in that. We probably want to max out Assassinate, because that would actually be good. And Ice Knife, so that would be what, 4 points and then 2 more. That's actually enough for that. Here we're just putting it all into HP boost at this point. For here, there's no more need here. Ailment boost is almost there. I think we're just going to put into these 3 here. We'll finish this one. We get 2 more here, 2 more here, so that's 4, 69, and then 1 more into ailment boost. That should be it. For this, we start with Inferno, we go Blizzard, Galvanic, and we'll just keep going through those. Yeah, that'll be it. Nice. Alright, we go to the count.
Oh, yes, I forgot. It is none more than another mark. I trust I needn't explain it to you. As we start with assumptions, so far we have found water, fire, and earth marks. What strikes you as missing? Exactly. Wind. If the mark represents the 4 elements, there should be a wind mark. Nay, there must be. Alas, we cannot always count on a conveniently unearthed document. We have no clues, but will that stop me?
No.
Of course. We know each other too well by now. You would think I would let anything stop me. Let us take the 4 elements as a base assumption. We have found 3. Can you guess where the last may be? You can figure that out. Then report to me. I will send in an investigation. A team to handle the investigation.
Ow. I'm sorry, wait. No information. Fuck me. We just have to go search for it, alright. Okay. Okay, looking at the top screen here, we had a mark. That's not the right one. We have a mark here. We have a mark here. So, where was the other mark? It was somewhere. I think it was actually here, right? It's probably around here somewhere. I would say actually probably here. That would literally be the only that would make sense if we're looking for like these marks that are meant to be in a pattern, right? Then I think that makes sense, right? The last one was up here, and that was there. The watermark is here. Yeah, I should have made a mark here as well. So it would be, yeah, there and then there. Can you search for the fourth mark, you arrive at the location when you believe it to be. As you make a thorough survey of the land, you find a wind mark. It is just a counter for all the... Yeah. Okay. That was kind of stupid. That was probably the easiest mark to actually find. All the other ones... Toxic green in the house is nice. In his house? Oh, yeah. He really likes it.
Have you deduced the location, the fourth mark?
Yes.
Just what I hope to hear. Then tell me, where do you believe the fourth mark to be located? Understood. I'll dispatch my scouts and see what the result is. They did, in fact, discover a new mark at the location you deduced. Oh, what a magnificent find. It seems safe to say, judging by the design, that it is the Winded Mark. Now all four marks are known. And yet, even now, it remains a mystery what their purpose is and why they were created. Still, this request can be considered complete. The reward is yours. Go and accept it with pride.
I'm glad that I don't have any like tracking or anything, because all the weird face, like no face cam, no nothing, because all the weird faces I pull when I do these stupid ass voices would be so bad.
Welcome back. So the last mark was the wind mark. It is good that you found it. The marks are all known. I wonder who left them, and for what purpose. It seems you've flown all across the cloudy stronghold in your quest. Arceus is in your debt. Perhaps the Outland Count anticipated this outcome and posted the request just for you. That was a joke.
Nice. That's levels.
Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
A Victorian dress in that color, green, but more pricey of a modern person. Wait. More pricey of a... I'm sorry, did you just say a purse? That there is a dog. That there is a dog. That's not a pricey purse, that's a pricey ass dog. That ain't no purse. That's a fur baby. More pricey of a modern person. Let there be a dog, my guy. I'm sorry. I'm just very surprised that I'm not surprised that it, like, you probably saw it as a purse. Or those rich rat women buy it yet. When do I get a character? Next game. We're close to finishing this game, so next game. I'll chuck you in. You and Omen can both be characters. I'll put you guys as characters in this. Genuinely, we're close-ish to finishing the main thing of this game. Oh boy. Well, we got a comic video to watch at the end. Let's take a look. Herbie Popnecker, aka the Fat Fury. Fury. Not furry. Gee. Fuck. Yeah, I read that wrong. The Fat Fury. Okay. No truce with the furries. Well, I mean, enjoy what you like. Just don't push it to others, that's it. The original name of Disco Elysium? That ain't true. Is that true? That's no way it's true, right? This game is a relatively short post game. Okay, that's good. It is? Huh. Alright. The Furies. Yeah, okay. I understand if you said the Furies, not the Furries. The misread of furry is why they scrap. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice, easy kill. That is a shortcut there. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum. Mm-hmm. Monkey. Oh, it does have a secondary drop. Okay. I was kind of hoping to just one-shot that thing, but no. Okay. You reach a cul-de-sac and find plants growing at your feet. They may be useful to someone in Tharsis. You're free to pick a few if you wish. Yeah. As you busy yourself picking the plants, you hear sudden footsteps behind you. You turn and find a red baboon, which seems a surprise to see you as you are to see it. There isn't much time to think. You must act swiftly to resolve the situation. Ooh, okay. Let's just see what it does. You breathe as quietly as you can, waiting to see what it will do. Seconds tick by. After a long, heavy silence, the baboon leaves, apparently deciding that you are not a threat. You exhale with relief and gather up the plants that you had picked before, resuming your travels. Cursed durian, okay. Oh, we want some cursed durian. I mean, who has actually had durian before? As an Asian person, it is something that I have had. I do wonder how everyone else deals with it, though. Yep, there's a thumb. We can just let this ride as an auto-attacking thing. We don't need to do anything here. I do think people give it, like, I don't think it smells as bad as people say it does. That's the one thing I will, like, defend with it. It tastes, it's okay. It's not really for me, but it's okay. But the people who go like, oh my god, it smells so bad, I feel like it's a little bit over the top. But that might be just because I have grown up with durian my whole life, as in, my parents would buy it and then we would eat it every now and again. I do actually have a durian story here. It's not of me, but it is on my auntie, who some of my family just straight love durian. Sister loves durian. I think my mum loves durian. Grandma loves durian, all that stuff. And there's a few of us that are like, it's just not for us, but yeah. Alright, I'll say this dialogue first and then I'll go to the story. Most of the page is now unreadable. You can make out the following. Yggdrasil Sealing Project 74. If Yggdrasil goes berserk, will be activated. Fight fire with fire. It's the only way not affected by Yggdrasil's power. But there are many problems such as control. Hey there, squirrel. What's up? Okay, yep, that's normally a good thing, falling asleep at night. Where is this leading to? That's the biggest thing. Falling asleep at night is very much a normal thing. Where is this leading to is the scariest thing. But yeah, anyways, cart smells amazing from the flowers in cart. Nowhere bad, promise. Okay, that's the good thing. Nope, sounds like you had fun. You had fun on your farm adventure. And it's a good thing you're back home safe. That's a shortcut. Anyway, back to the story of Durian. I don't know how to go on with a congrats, you had fun kind of thing, so I'm gonna go back to the story of Durian that I was telling before. whoever is here, whoever is following this, it's not even it's not a bad story, it's just a weird story. Alright, as I was saying before, some of the family love Jurian, some just don't really mind it. AKA me and like my dad and all that. We don't mind it. We understand it's in the acquired taste, it's just not for us, etc. So it turns out one of my aunties who she loves Jurian, and on her search for some Jurian, she decides to look up on the one place that you probably shouldn't be looking for Jurian, Facebook Marketplace. As you can tell, this story has already taken a twist from any normal conventions. So, you'd think, why would you go to Facebook Marketplace for Jurian? So it turns out that my auntie found a post that was going to sell her that was, that said that, I grow Jurian in Australia, and I don't have any, I'm not going to eat it all, it's going to go to waste, so please, if anyone wants any, I'll give you a good price for it. Which is, okay. It's not bad. Pretty good. Now, that's a very weird thing, and it is suspicious as hell, but my auntie, being who she is, decided to go, okay, let's set up a time and I can go and pick up these Jurians from you and I can buy them off you. And so they set up a time, date, and all that stuff to get this Jurian to her. Now, when I say that, I haven't just said the quantity, is the thing. I haven't said the quantity yet because I still cannot believe it is the quantity that she was given. Okay, so you guys can ponder how much she actually bought for now as I continue this. So, if we're thinking, where do you set up a time and stuff to, pick up Jurian? Because the thing is, my auntie, she works, as one does. And, so she works at a relatively large shopping center for one of the stores there, right? You do what you do. So this guy then messaged back to her about when and where to deliver these Jurian. So they set up a time and day to meet in the car park of the shopping center so that they can exchange the Jurian. Alright, let me say that again. They decided to meet in the car park of probably the largest shopping center in currently where I am, and decide to do not a drug deal, a Jurian deal. Now, that has become weird, yes. Now let's go back to the part of how many. Alright, let me go back to the part of how many Jurian that they decided to sell. And how many my auntie bought. Generally, if we're thinking about someone buying Jurian, you normally buy 1 or 2 at a time, because you share it with family, all that stuff, right? So 1 and 2 is a normal thing that you'd go through like a fruit market for. But we have to remember, this guy said that he had an abundance of it. So 5? No, that's still a little bit too little. 10 is a lot, but
that would not be an end of abundance. 15? That would be the abundance, yeah? No, it turns out my auntie bought about 30 to 40. 30 to 40 durian. Okay? Let me reiterate this again. My auntie went to Facebook Marketplace, saw a guy selling durian, decided to have the meeting in the car park of a shopping center to exchange 30 to 40 durian. At once. That means this guy drove however far away it was to the shopping center with about 30 to 40 durian in his trunk, exchanged it to my auntie, who paid for the 30 to 40 durian and took it home. You find a small monument in this dead end, so construction reveals a message. The singer of the origin in the line means wind. I just want to have that out there as a yes. There are weird people. This is. The thing is, whether or not you believe me for this is up to you, but I assure you from the bottom of my heart that this was real. Such a stupid amount. This was literally like the math question on your test, like someone buying 50 fucking fruits. That's literally how it was. To this day, I still don't understand. How did you do it? How was this done? How was this planned out and executed as it was? Well, alright, 2 blue bears, let's go. Man. Still can't believe it. Genuinely, it's such a weird thing. Burst, that one. We'll use Flash Strike. Do Poison again. And we'll go for any magic Blizzard. I still cannot believe that that's what happened. Okay. Oh, nice. The seal worked.
Inferno. Nice. Ah, man. There it is. Nice. 2. That should be the final button. At the very least, it's another one of these guys. A flying beetle. It's weak to any magic. I generally do not remember how much she actually paid for it, to be honest. When you raise your hand and touch it, crest shines an unearthly sound echoes somewhere. Just as you're wondering about the sound of the enormous bell shakes. Wait, just as you're wondering about that, the sound of an enormous bell shakes the entire labyrinth. You are anxious to hear its ringing. It's as if its toll a warning that something dangerous is afoot. Eventually, the dolorous tone stops. You have activated all 4 of the King's emblems now. If this means gaining the necessary credentials, then these credentials you have certainly won. You wonder if you should return now to the Forgotten Capital to see if there has been a change in the King's Gate. Nice. But before that, there is a small section that I completely missed at the bottom right. So we're gonna go there first. We've currently killed everything here, so, you know, we might as well finish the job. Come on. These guys should be able to run away from this. There we are. All right. Oh. I kind of feel sorry for that monkey. Not really. Almost there. Just at the bottom here, and then we will be good to go. This is literally just another big blue bear. easy as that. Alright. Let's get this bear. I just noticed it had the fucking emo haircut. This bear has an emo haircut. It feels weird now. Burst Zeus and Galvanic. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage. And easy win. Alright, let's get the rest of this bull stuff and then we're good. Medicav IV. Number 4. And that is it, I believe. Oh, alright, let's get the hell out of here. We killed so many things here. We want to go to Atelier. Let's see if there's any new equipment, but other than that, I think we're good. Sigurd's Bow, Death Wand, Iron Armor, Expel Arms, Curse Gas. Okay. Death Wand is just a wand that if you hit someone in the head with it, it can instantly kill them. Iron Armor doesn't help out that much, genuinely. We're currently on the wing plate still, 95. That's not enough that I think it's worth it. Like, just sadly enough, that's just not it. And Expel Arms. Gauntlets that resist death. Do you fear death? Oh shit, we're actually still using this. Alright, no, that should be all good. Man. Alright, we'll save it, and we'll probably call it there for today. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me today for Etrian Odyssey 4. Thank you Axel for raiding in as well. Very glad to be here for a raid, all that stuff. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know how to talk actually. I'm not real. Yeah. Let's see. What am I thinking? Saying? I kind of just blanked here. Yeah. For those who are here for the first time from Axel's side, again, I'm Omega, that one guy there, and I do stream every single day around the same time, twice a day, which is a bit much. I've lost my sanity on more than one occasion. I play a myriad of games. I've said that before. I've said it way too many times at this point. Tomorrow I am doing some more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team in the morning, or my morning. I don't know what time it is for everyone else. I don't check what every bloody time zone is. It is what it is. But just it's been a collectathon for that one. I don't know why I decided to do another collectathon mission, but it is a collectathon nonetheless. And then in the afternoons, I'm on the verge of finishing Legend of Heroes Chosen Cold Steel 3. So, yeah. I play a lot of RPGs and... the problem is that when you play an RPG for a stream, it hurts because people coming in have no fucking clue what's going on. But I'm there to chat. I'm there to just chill out. If you want a someone you can just chill out, relax, listen to some bullshit, bad voice acting, stupid stories, and other ridiculous stuff. Yeah, there's that. I should not finish yet. I'm very dumb because Millie Mixie has actually sent a video for us to watch. So, one of the things I allow people to do, I was about to completely forget. I genuinely was about to stop. Let me close this for a second. One of the things I allow people to do is to send videos in for us to watch. Because one of the more interesting things is that I'm never going to watch certain videos unless someone actually sends it to me to watch. This, generally, it's quote-unquote reacting. It is reacting. But it is also helps, like, see things that you would never see for yourself, basically. That's one of the fun things about about that. So, we're gonna watch a video just at the end here. It's just about 10 minutes, 11 minutes actually. Of something that Millie has on multiple occasions shown us, which is basically comic book history. Those who are interested in it, this is from a creator called Strange Brain Parts, and this is Herbie Popnecker, aka the Fat Fury. Almost said furry again. I didn't this time. Let me get the thing on. Obviously, like, this is open for everyone to do, but I will basically veto depending on what. Like, if I see the video, I'm like, oh, no, I will actually say no to it. But we've seen. Hey there, Grack. Yep. I think most of us did. Fury. Oh boy, he's big. He's round.
Welcome. The oddball character known as Herbie Popnecker got his start in an 8-page story in issue number 73 of the anthology title Forbidden Worlds from 1958. This title, Forbidden Worlds, originally began in 1951 as a supernatural comic book published by American Comic Books.
Ever heard of
This company
Forbidden
has
Worlds?
the unique distinction of publishing the first horror comic, Adventures into the Unknown, in 1948. However, following the anti-comics crusade of the mid-1950s, all horror and crime-related titles were forced to adapt to the restrictions enforced by the Comics Code Authority. After the Comics Code went into effect, Forbidden Worlds went from printing supernatural stories involving traditional monsters like werewolves and vampires to unusual but sanitary tales with an equally unusual premise.
I'm guessing probably because of how it looked. I mean, it is more. Comics are always going to be said to be more marketed towards kids, and then that's probably why they took out the what's it called? Or they had the CCA or whatever it's called. I don't know.
The first Herbie story wasn't an overnight success. While he did receive a fair amount of reader support, the character wouldn't appear again for another 3 years. Following that second appearance, he would appear 3 more times in Forbidden Worlds.
Okay. Wait.
Then in 1964.
Outright banned horror? Wait. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I mean, it would make quote unquote make sense, I guess, because horror normally for most things that include horror, it's gore and maybe like more mature themes as well. So yeah, I'm not too surprised about that.
6 years after his debut, Herbie would finally get a solo title. Reportedly, this solo title was one of the best-selling titles for the publisher. Unfortunately, the company ceased operations in 1967, and the Herbie series unceremoniously ended with the 23rd issue. The Adventures of Herbie were entirely written by Shane O'Shea and illustrated by Ogden Whitney. Shane O'Shea was one of the many pseudonyms used by the editor, Richard Hughes, who wrote almost everything published by American Comics Group. In fact, the name Richard Hughes was also a pseudonym. The man's real name was actually Leo Rosenbaum. The artist, Ogden Whitney, had a reasonably long career, most of it spent producing artwork for American Comics Group. Whitney's
I'm looking at
illustrations
all
had a
these,
very
like,
distinct, clean-line style. It was very grounded and realistic, despite the surreal stories he was asked to draw. To me, it seems reminiscent of Bruno Premiani's artwork.
Sorry, I need to go back for a second. I want to see these fucking comic book others here. Make your way for the Fat Fury Herbie. He's... Huh. He's escorting a... Okay, you know what? Sure. Walking through newspaper with being guarded by police with... I don't know what those guns are. Someone can educate me on guns. I don't know. On top of a skyscraper, he's just walking away from it. It seems he's able to just walk through the air, licking he has a lollipop each time, and then there's just two people just hanging off it. Okay. He's in the Wild West, but his whole leg is shorter than his revolver. Okay. He's a snake charmer. The snake looks very worried. Okay. And he somehow did America to make a female version and a male version, and they're both cavemen that look exactly alike. Okay, yeah, you know what? Sure, that's a thing.
Rosenbaum. The artist, Ogden Whitney, had a reasonably long career, most of it spent producing artwork for American Comics Group.
That's news 3. He is... has to be pirate, right? Considering it's like those types of weapon, I'm assuming it's pirate. Funny story: in 27.5 years, Herbie in high spirits. Maybe. The Fat Fury, where even the monkey doesn't want to look at him. Okay, it has a plunger. Is this like the inspiration for like Captain Underpants or something? That's American football. I don't know if that's how you play it, but I'm pretty sure you don't hold it between your teeth, but who knows? Maybe in America can tell me about that.
Illustrations had a very distinct, clean-line style. It was very grounded and realistic, despite the surreal stories he was asked to draw. To me, it seems reminiscent of Bruno Premiani's artwork for the original Doom Patrol. There were exaggerations, but not to the point where the images look like caricatures. This is an artistic skill that cannot be underrated. Describing an average Herbie adventure is a difficult task. It's like trying to explain why you like a particular song, or why a certain image resonates with you. Or, to use a popular example, it's like trying to describe the color blue to someone visually impaired. One can describe the comic as a surreal or absurd series of brisk, humorous events, starring a protagonist who seems rather ambivalent towards everything that's happening. It's completely deadpan and seemingly devoid of punchlines. But that brief explanation doesn't express just how bizarre and unique the comic book is as a reading experience. As an example, here's the plot to the first Herbie story. Herbie's parents, simply known as Mom and Dad, attend an inspirational PTA meeting. The subject being today's youth are
Lord,
the
a
leaders
PTA
of
meeting.
tomorrow. Dad is thoroughly disappointed that his son is an unmotivated, overweight mess. So Herbie is sent outside to do, like, anything. Herbie wanders to a zoo, has a conversation with a lion, and then prevents that lion from attacking a janitor. Herbie then locates a senator who went missing and is presumed dead. From there, Herbie stops an alien invasion. Then he goes home. That all happens in 8 pages.
Huh.
Here's an elaborate criminal scheme from Herbie number 10. Herbie's dad gets an executive level job at a company that sells bowling balls through the mail. These bowling balls are hollowed out, have an electronic device inserted in them, and then they're mailed out wearing a hood. When the recipient opens the package with the bowling ball inside, they are immediately hypnotized. Shortly after this delivery, another man arrives and steals the hypnotized recipient's belongings. This is the type of crime that only makes sense in a comic book. In Herbie number 6, Dad invests in a balloon manufacturing business. Unfortunately, balloon sales are terrible, so the family is in danger of going broke. Not wanting to starve, Herbie applies for a job. Initially, the employer rejects Herbie. Herbie holds a picture of the employer over his own face, and he is immediately hired. The employer shows Herbie a planet he's recently discovered. Herbie sees a giant lollipop on the planet, and he decides he has to have it. Herbie hops on his bike and pedals into space. His bike breaks down, so he hitches a ride with a milk truck, then a comet, and finally, a space taxi. Herbie arrives at Planet Percival, meets a variety of weird animals, and then he encounters the gibberish-spewing people of this world. These people love lollipops because eating them gives them a floating feeling. This floating effect gives Herbie an idea. He steals all the lollipops he can, returns to Earth, and puts these lollipops inside Dad's balloons.
Oh, thank you, Ad. I'm
I'm
sorry. I was in awe of what the hell that was. What was happening there? You guys want things of half price?
And Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 FE headphones half price. JB, you've done it again.
Unscrew ads, by the way. Oh my god. I'm gonna screw you.
The lollipops
Thank you,
cause
Blue
Dad's
Lock.
balloons to float, and this
PowerPoint
makes them
presentation.
popular, so the family becomes rich and successful. That may be one of the most ridiculous, surreal comic book stories ever written. All of the panels in between the first page and the last page seem randomly inserted. It reads like a comic book version of a word collage, the writing technique created by Dadaists, but popularized by William S. Burroughs. I'm not suggesting that's the case, but that's what it reads like. For reasons that are impossible to define, the vaguely disjointed series of events in an average Herbie story has an internal logic that is so irrational and surreal that it somehow makes sense in the end. Quite simply, it is pure creative fun, lacking any noticeable pretense. As a character, Herbie is completely enigmatic. His motivation for doing anything was, well, there's nothing else to do, so I might as well do this. As a character, he's consistently flat and unimpressed by everything. But somehow, that is kind of perfect. Herbie doesn't evolve all that much either. The only noticeable development is his speech becomes more and more terse over the years. It arrives at a point where he's nearly monosyllabic, like the effort of communicating is too much of a nuisance to bother with.
Somehow that reminds me
Along
of
with Herbie's
Napoleon
ambivalence,
Dynamite.
there are a few other recurring motifs in the series. Herbie's dad is constantly disappointed with him and obsessed with being rich and successful. Mom is always loving, but an otherwise undeveloped background figure. Both are completely unaware that their child regularly goes on amazing adventures. This is a mildly ironic note that is hit at the beginning and at the end of almost every story. Unfortunately, there are a few cultural stereotypes within the series.
Oh boy.
In this modern age,
Oh
they
boy.
really stand out. It's the one aspect of the series that is, well, it's indicative of the social climate at the time. Early in the series, Herbie adopts what is probably his most well-known persona, the superhero known as the Fat Fury. Beginning with issue number 8, and with all of the even-numbered issues that followed, the Fat Fury would be on the cover and he would be featured in the lead story. Herbie adopts this identity after failing out of a superhero class. And, quite honestly, the only difference between Herbie and the Fat Fury is the ridiculous costume he wears. Although, generally speaking, the Fat Fury takes on equally ridiculous bad guys. Overall, the Fat Fury may be the most oblique satire of the superhero genre. Regarding his uncanny abilities, Herbie is basically capable of anything. He doesn't have a specific set of powers, he has all the powers.
He's a
He
god.
can talk to animals
Basically.
and inanimate objects. He walks on air, time travels, he has super strength, and he is indestructible. Quite simply, if there was something he wanted to do, he did it, regardless of the obstacle that may be in his way. There is a vague explanation for Herbie's uncanny abilities in issue number 15. As one might expect, the omnipresent lollipops are possibly the source of his powers, since there are ones labeled as producing specific results. It's also learned that he gets his lollipops from Supernatural Lollipops Incorporated. This is a company that's located, and I quote, atop a cloud 3 miles west of the unknown, unquote. That is sublime, poetic nonsense. But again, applying logic to anything in this series is somewhat unnecessary or irrelevant. Herbie is, and that's all there is to it. Trying to
Simple
explain
enough,
him
I
and
guess.
his abilities or motivations is like trying to explain one of his adventures. You can analyze the basics and try to make sense of them, but in the end, you'll find yourself in a feedback loop, spinning in a Salvador Dali nightmare like Jimmy Stewart in Vertigo. In addition to his appearances in Forbidden Worlds and his solo title, Herbie had a brief appearance in Unknown Worlds number 20 from 1962. Again, like an average Herbie story, this appearance is somewhat random. Herbie doesn't do anything unusual other than propose a plan to get rid of time-traveling invaders. For the most part, Herbie disappeared and became part of comic book history following the cancellation of the series in 1967. Although in 1990, A+ Comics would publish 6 black and white reprints of the Herbie series. That same publisher would also try to reboot Herbie with a new black and white series titled The Return of Herbie in 1996. Neither of these efforts were successful. In 1992, Dark Horse also tried a revival of Herbie with a new ongoing series. It lasted exactly 2 issues, which, quite honestly, may have been for the best. One of the most appropriate crossovers of all time occurred when Herbie and his spiritual successor, the Flaming Carrot, teamed up in Flaming Carrot number 31 from 1994. It's redundant to suggest this is an absurd story, but that's exactly what it is. The two characters investigate whether William Shakespeare wrote the plays attributed to him. It's no surprise that
That'd be
Bob
more
Burton, the
realistic,
writer and
Herbie.
artist of
Yeah.
Flaming Carrot, does a rather good job of capturing the spirit of the original Herbie character. While well regarded by those that have read the Herbie series, the character and his stories have drifted rather close to obscurity. This may be due to its unavailability. The entire series itself was reprinted by Dark Horse in 2008 in
It's
3 hardcover
weird.
editions. But these are expensive volumes with artwork scanned from the original comics. They are not an item one would casually purchase out of curiosity. In the end, Herbie is an appealing series to discover for those that are interested in unusual, genre-defying material. The
That's some new
stories are
ones.
rather imaginative and weird, with a
Alright, let me take a look.
It's a Fat Fury. Plump Lump versus Black Whack. Tickle Puss rides. What are these? What is any of this? This is in this Howl-packed issue. Christopher Columbus Popnecker, who went the Bee Bomb Buster. He's riding what seems to be the Loch Ness Monster. Okay. Special prize issue. Announcement of winners. Also, the Fat Fury returns. No gorilla around here. It's Bigfoot. He's hijacked a Tunnel of Love ride with a couple making out on the side while being chased by Bigfoot. Yeah, okay, yeah, that all makes sense.
protagonist and a premise that is distinctly unique. That's it for today.
There we are.
Like,
Well, that was an interesting one. Thanks again, Millie, for saying that over to watch.
was it? We'll come back to that.